and welcome back to our channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Tiffany. Now, please excuse me, I may sound a little rough. Hubby and I have been fighting this new flu that's been going around, so please excuse my voice if I lose it or crack or something. I'll do my best to record this. But, yeah, you guessed it by the thumbnail and by my description. I'm doing it again, another extremely fun collaboration. Man, I love these things. You get to meet so many new people and you get to share all of your recipes and all of your fun times. It is so much fun. If you haven't tried joining a collaboration, I suggest you do. But as everybody knows, when I do have a collaboration, I have a little notepad written down with everything you need to know. So this one's called Break Your Heart Bake 2024. So yes, you guessed it. I got my apron on. We're going to do some baking. So it is being hosted by Heavenly Hills Homestead, Bland's Promised Land Ranch, and Kettle Kitchen. Yes, I know. I love these guys. They do so many awesome collaborations. Tony at Kettle Kitchen is like the king of collaborations. It's awesome and amazing. So I love joining his collaborations. They're so much fun. So the official playlist will be on Kettle Kitchen on their YouTube channel, but I will link it down in the description below if you guys want to go check it out and everything like that. So what we're doing is bake. Have you ever, baked something that was just so delicious that when it was gone, you broke your heart because it was gone? So it's a bunch of awesome recipes. Awesome channels are part of this collaboration. There's been so many yummy recipes. I'm inundated. I still have recipes back from the tailgate one, so I'm gonna have recipes coming out my wazoo forever. But I can't wait to try them all. So I'll have it all linked down in the description below if you want to go check them out, and as well as our host channels. There will be a small live giveaway on March the 3rd, 2024 on Kettle Kitchen's channel at about 2 p.m. Pacific time. So if you haven't gone and checked Tony out yet, go check him out. Watch the playlist, because this is how you enter. Go and watch all of the videos, as many videos as you can, and leave genuine, meaningful comments on each one of them, and you'll be entered to win a prize draw. And as many, for as many, if you want to, hang on, I'm having a little bit of a brain fart moment here, guys. One moment for a second, okay? There we go, I've got it now. So the more you watch, the more you comment, the more chances you have to win. See, even I have brain fart moments and spacey moments. Go figure, right? So yeah, so go check out the playlist and everything like that. Comment as much as you can and watch as many of the videos as you can, because even I have to go play a little catch up myself, because again, I've been a little sick and under the weather. So that being said, today I'm going to show you guys. I did this on a live a little while ago and decided I was going to do it for my collaboration video. So we are going to make my mom's coffee cake recipe. Yeah, I know it sounds kind of silly and everything like that, but it's just so good, and all this is so yummy that every single time it's over, like we finish it, the kids are like, "Oh, Mom, where is it gone? Why didn't you make more?" All that sort of stuff. So that's what I decided to make for this Break Your Heart Bake 2024. So as you can see, I've already got my apron on. Everything's out on the counter. So let's go hop in and get this done. All right, everyone. So as you can see, I have my mixing bowl already set up. I've got the splash guard on, which is this thing right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Here, I'll put it down so you can see. See that? I got the splash guard on. And I got my blending whisk tool in there. So now we're going to take 2 cups of margarine and stick it in there. Now, the recipe does call for butter, but I use margarine because, well, with prices these days, margarine is just the quicker and, unfortunately, the cheaper way of doing it. Unless you make your own butter, which I have not attempted yet, but I think I might actually try at some point. It doesn't look that difficult. So Leave a comment down below if you've ever tried making your own butter or if you recommend me trying. If you want to see a video of me trying to make my own. Alright, put that off to the side. Oops. And now next, we need our sugar, which is in this container here. So for this recipe, we are going to need 2 cups of sugar. So there's my cup. Got butter all over it. Oops. Alright. There's 1 and 2 cups of sugar. Now put in the mixing bowl. Put that off to the side as well. Also, while I am doing this, I have my oven preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So, all right, next we add the eggs. Now I've left all of my butter or my margarine and my eggs and the evaporated milk I had in the fridge, as you can see here, but I took it out to let it get up to room temperature, and I have learned that it helps keep the dough from curdling. So, not too bad either. Works decently. So there's 1 egg. Yeah. And there's 2 eggs. Okay, so now we put down this and we mix. All right, everyone, so as you can see, we have creamed together the eggs, the milk, or the eggs, the margarine, and the sugar. So now we are going to add our baking soda, or baking powder, not baking soda. Oops. So for this, you're going to want 4 teaspoons, so 4 tisps of baking powder. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, I know a lot of people say, mix your dry ingredients and sift them together and all that sort of stuff, but I have never done it that way, and everything's turned out perfectly fine. So I'm just going to go with the way I've always done it. Okay, so next we'll blend that in as well. Okay, so now we're just going to scrape down the sides of the bowl to make sure we get all that yummy goodness in there. All right, clean off my spatula onto the blade. Okay, and then next we're going to want to add the flour. So I'm just going to open my flour here. Give me a second. So we are going to need okay, hang on a second. This is gonna be a little difficult. So we're gonna pop this off so I can get 1 cup and 2 cups of flour in there now. Oh, there we go, put that back on. The recipe actually calls for 3.5 cups of flour, so we're gonna mix this in first and then we'll add the remaining flour and the evaporated milk. Alright, well, it looks like aside from a little flour getting on the lip here and everything like that, the only casualty was I got a little bit on the counter. Here, I'll move you so you guys can see. Right beside, as you guys can see. So we got some on the counter, but that's okay. So next, we're going to add the very final ingredient. So I'm going to give our lovely coffee cake a vanilla-y flavoring, and I'm going to use, so there you guys go. We're going to use our vanilla. So our La Vencedore vanilla, our used sticker, as you will, from Lazy Days Ahead. So I won this on Jessie and Lisa's channel, Lazy Days Ahead. If you haven't checked them out yet, go check them out. It's an amazing vanilla. So I'm gonna add, I don't measure usually with the vanilla. Okay, everybody, I'm back and I brought the vanilla with me. I had to run it under some hot water and get it open. So again, I do not usually measure, so I'm just gonna kind of sploosh it in there. That looks to be good enough. All right, now we're gonna pulse it in. Alrighty, it looks pretty good. So let's lift this up and take a quick gander. And look at that, everybody. The batter looks nice and thick like it's supposed to. So that is great. And awesome, there we go. All right, so now I'm going to move on to making the crumble that goes on top of it. Be back with you all in a moment. All right, everyone, so now we're back. It is time to do our streusel type topping. So I have my half cup measuring cup and my brown sugar right there. So what we're gonna do is it calls for, there we go, half a cup of brown sugar. Actually, you know what? I like a lot of this streusel, so we're gonna double the recipe. So we're gonna put a whole cup of brown sugar. It never hurts to have too much streusel, right? And then it calls for 4 tablespoons of, that's the big one, of flour. So we'll grab that right now. Oops. 1, 2, oops. 3, 4. So there we go. We've got the flour now. Now, if you want, you can add cinnamon to your mix. I just think it's a little overpowering with all the vanilla and everything, so I'm just gonna leave it like this. So we're just gonna quickly mix it with a fork and break up some of these bigger chunks of the brown sugar. And then you're gonna wanna add 3 tablespoons of melted margarine. So just add that in and stir until it's crumbly. All right, so I added a little bit more margarine than I needed to, and it's not as crumbly as it normally is, but that's okay. I can still work with this because it still is crumbly. So now we put this off to the side and we'll grab our coffee cake. So off to the side it goes. I spared you all watching me struggle to get it into this pan because it's a, if you see, it's a very thick dough. So I got it in the pan while I was gathering the ingredients for the streusel. And now we're just gonna kind of sprinkle it, oops, around the top of the, oopsies, of the cake. And just kind of get it off like that. You know what? Don't be afraid to get a little sticky either. So you can always just take it with your hands and kind of break it apart and plop it all over the cake and make sure it's not so clumpy and not so stuck together like that. And all right, everyone, so there you guys go. We now have our streusel all over the cake. Let's try to get it on the cake like that, and just kind of make sure, like I said, like that. Now we're gonna stick it in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about a half an hour, and if you put a toothpick or something in it and it still comes out doughy, add another 15 minutes for a total of 45 minutes. So I will be back with you guys when it's time to take it out of the oven. Alright everyone, so it is now done baking. I have taken it out of the oven, as you can see. It has been sitting on a cooling rack now for a good long while. It's nice and cool to the touch. So Bella has discovered this cake, so she wants me to get her a slice, so we're going to cut it right now. So here goes nothing. Ooh, oops. Okay, it's going to be one really big slice. Okay, and then we're just going to cut right here. I'll show you guys what it looks like on the inside. So I'm just going to pop her out. Oops. A little bit more difficult. But there you go. Nice and evenly cooked and everything like that with the nice topping on top. Doesn't that look yummy? So there you guys have it. There's my mom's coffee cake recipe. Doesn't that look scrumptious? And trust me, it really is. As soon as the kids wake up, because I did this while they were sleeping, as soon as they wake up and realize that it's out there, I ain't gonna have any left in this house. I mean, it's gonna go quickly. They really do love it. But, so, I hope you all go check out the playlist, which I, again, will have linked down in the description below, and go check out Heavenly Hills Homestead, Bland's Promised Land Ranch, and Kettle Kitchen, because there are some amazing channels. And go check out all the collabs, because even if you know you don't know what to bake or something like that, go check them out. Great recipes, all that sort of stuff. Even go check out some of the older ones that he's done in the past. I mean, some really interesting recipes in some of the collabs that Tony has hosted and everything like that. So yeah, go check them out, and go check out all the people that are on that playlist. Amazing channels with amazing recipes, if I do say so myself. But that being said, I gotta go make sure that this is put away properly. So we hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, maybe think about giving it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, come join our family. We get up to some really interesting chaos, some really interesting fun, and yeah, we just do the family togetherness, awesome recipes, cooking, all that sort of stuff. So if that's the kind of content that might interest you, come join our family. It's free and it's fun, if I do say so myself, and we welcome everybody with open arms. But as I said, I better get this stuff put away and clean up my mess in the kitchen, because you don't want to have a messy kitchen. So I'll see everybody in the next one. Bye, everybody.